Hey guys and welcome, my name is Derek and today we're gonna try Dungeon of the Endless. This is a new roguelike that came out recently, and with roguelike it means you have a dungeon that's randomly generated every time, and then you have heroes, well up to 4 heroes, and if they die, they're dead and the game is over. So should allow for a lot of replayability because of the randomness of the dungeon and the different heroes there. It's not like Binding of Isaac, that Binding of Isaac is very mechanical and you have to control directly. It's more strategic, where you control indirectly and you have to think about what you do, about every move. It's turn-based basically. A mix of turn-based and not. The premise is, you know, about prison transport, spaceship success, and you're under attack. So some of your heroes are prisoners, some are wardens, and some are natives on the planet you crash land on. So when you start, you only have 4 heroes unlocked. I already unlocked some of the heroes. You unlock them by playing. And this guy you unlock by buying another game called Endless Legend, which is another game that this company makes. 2 difficulties, too easy and easy. Easy is hard and too easy is easy. So if you do the first game, do too easy. And yeah, you start with 2 heroes. I just randomize them. Now the nice thing about this game is you have different escape pods, so that's the standard escape pod you start with. You can unlock different escape pods that change the rules. So you can unlock the infirmary pod, which makes healing less expensive, but there's no auto heal at the end. And items are replaced, so it's nice. Or you can have the armory pod, where you start with 4 heroes right away. So you can start the rules of the game, which is interesting. But we're gonna start with the standard, the standard game basically. So just random heroes. You crash land on this planet, and you try to escape it. There's 12 levels, so the game can last quite a long time. Not like Binding of Isaac, where a run is in 1 hour. A run can be multiple hours. Alright, so we start with our 2 heroes and a crystal. So this crystal is what we have to protect. And if this dies, we lose, or if our heroes die, we lose. So our first hero is Kreyang, which is the special hero that you get if you buy Endless Legend. He is a tankish guy. He has more hit points, okay DPS, and his passive skill is Defend of the Past. He has more attack power if an artifact is active, and more speed if an artifact is active in the floor. What an artifact is, we're going to talk about here in a second, or later. Then we have Kanemazogi, who is ex-Special Forces. Leader has a high DPS, so if you look at that 25, his DPS at 39. He actually has more hit points too. I'm actually surprised about that. Anyway, his active skill is 50 power divided by heroes in the room, so he's actually better alone for that skill. And then got your back defense when grouped with others they trust. So there's heroes they don't trust. So some people hate each other. Like if you get a warden and a prisoner, they hate each other. But most they trust. So also, if you look at the active skill here, it lasts for 8 seconds. There's a cooldown of 2 doors. Okay, also what does it mean? So each time you open a door, 1 turn passes. You look at our resources up here, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. We get +5 industry per turn. Each time we open a door, let's do that, we get +5. So 1 turn passed. So you open doors, you get into a new room. And that new room can have enemies in it. Right now this room is, or it can have other things in it. It had enemies in it. Right now it's unpowered. So what you need to do is you have to, the middle mouse button, you can power a room. You look at this resource here, let's talk about the resources. Start with the dust. It's probably the most important one. Dust is how many hit points your crystal has. Each time an enemy comes through and attacks your crystal, you lose dust. If you hit 0, you lost. But dust also allows you to power rooms. Right now this room is unpowered. Now it's powered. For each 10 dust you have, you can power 1 room. So we have 24 dust, means we can power 2 rooms. If we hit 30 dust, we can power 3 rooms. Okay, so now that this room is powered, the most important thing is, when we open a new door, no monsters can spawn in here. This is unpowered, we open this door, this room can spawn enemies. Enemies are bad. Also, we can build. So you build with the industry resource. So we have 23 industry. We get +5 a turn, just basic. What we can build is, we can build generators. Or creators, generators, replicators. Which will give us more resources. In the beginning, you need a lot of industry, so it makes sense to build another industry generator. These generators need a big building block. So each room can only have one big building block, and not all have them. We're gonna build a generator here. Costs us 20 industry, but now we get +8 per turn, which is nice. Now in these little spots, you can build towers, basically. Right now we only have the prisoner prod uncovered, research. And these are basically little towers that will attack enemies as they come. Right now we don't need them, but later on we'll definitely need a lot of those. So we could build 5 in here. And that's pretty much all there is to this game. But the thing is, you have these doors, so you need to find an exit, right? And you only have a limited amount of dust. So in theory you could power a bunch of rooms, but normally you only can power like 4 or 5 rooms. And then you have like 4 or 5 rooms that's unpowered and spawn enemies all the time, and that many enemies can easily overpower you. So you have to think about, risk and reward. You want to risk opening another door, or do you want to escape if you can? Okay, so in this room we found enemies, but we also found +8 dust, which allows us to power another room. So I could just go on. So this room doesn't really have anything for me. It's a dead end. There's no major power thing. I cannot build another industry, anything. So it really doesn't do anything to me. But if I would open this door, monsters could spawn in here and reach my crystals really, really fast. I don't want that. I will power it anyway. Even though it doesn't do anything for me, I will power it. It doesn't cost you anything to power anything. So if you have the dust, you should power. The only argument to not powering this is that monsters have a chance of dropping dust. And if you have a hero that increases the chance of dust drop, you might want to unpower this just to force some enemies to spawn. We don't have that, so I don't want to force anything. Alright, so let's go to the next room. Find some enemies. Alright, so this room is a great room. You have a lot of tower spots and a major module. And it has 3 entries. So, once we find the exit, we have to bring our crystal to that exit. So we already know that this crystal has to pass through this room no matter what. Because the exit is either on this side, it's either up here, or over here. So it has to pass through here. Once we pick up the crystals, all rooms will spawn monsters that do not have power on. Which will be like probably 4 or 5 rooms. And what we want to do is we want to all channel them through this room. So this room is going to be our killing zone room. We're going to build a lot of defense here once we don't need to do that yet. But later on this is going to be our killing room. But for now we're just going to open more doors. See if we can find anything in there. Plus 10 dust. And we found an artifact. Perfect. So plus 10 dust allows us to power another room. The artifact allows us to research stuff. So we could research a tactical hut, which is nice. So all heroes on this floor do 80% more damage. Mechanical power, which I don't like that much. I'm gonna talk about wit and operating once we get a hero who can do this. We can build a prisoner prod too, which I like a lot because I use those a lot. They're the cheapest towers. And the pepper spray is nice too. Monsters will attack each other. But yeah, I like the prisoner prod too. I use them a lot, so upgrading them to do more damage is good. It's cheap. Perfect. Also remember this guy gets bonuses if there's an artifact active in the floor. So the floor means anywhere here, if there's an artifact active, he gets his bonus. Sometimes it says in the room, then he would have to stay in the room. But he doesn't have to stay in the room. He just has to stay in the floor. Alright. So this is research, and the research is going to take 3 turns. Or 3 doors. So let's open up some more doors. Another 9 dust. Nice. We can power this room, even though it doesn't do anything for us. And we also have enough industry now to build something. Alright, so we could build another industry generator, which doesn't make too much sense. Because it would cost us 25 industry. And it would add 3 industry per turn. So we would need... what is that? Like 8 turns to get our money back, basically. There's not 8 turns left in this dungeon, so that doesn't make any sense. Also, if you notice, each time, so the first one costs us 20, the second one 25, and the third one will cost us 30, etc. Each time you build one of those, it's 5 more expensive. So it makes more sense to build a science creator or a food replicator. We're already doing science, so I think we're good on science. We don't really need more in this dungeon, so I'm gonna go with the food. The food will allow us to level up our heroes. We already have 30 food, we might be able to upgrade somebody, yeah. If we upgrade him, we don't get any new skills yet. This guy doesn't either. Well, let's upgrade him. Gonna get a skill level 3. Okay. See what's up here? Another dead end. Yeah, it's a dead end. Okay. Alright, so our exit is on this side, we know that now. I think it's time to build at least 1 or 2 prison pods, because we can't power this room. So stuff can spawn here. But it has to go through here, so that's good. And... oh, there's my dog. Saying hello, good morning. Wait. Down. Alright, so we have to find the exit. It's gonna be over there somewhere. Go ahead and find that. This spawn here. Enemies did not spawn, and our research finished. So now automatically all our towers upgrade, which is nice. So we can see this guy came through our guys. Just gonna kill him. Those crystals will go for your crystal right away, so you wanna kill them. Right, I'm gonna unpower this room and power this room. And then I'm gonna send him in here. So in case stuff spawns there, I'm gonna build more defenses. You really can't have too many. I mean, you don't want to use too much because you want to save up some industry, but your heroes can die really easy. So we found 7 dust and 9 signs. Nothing spawned, which is good. We're almost there, another room. The exit should be right around the corner. Ooh, there's another door here. Anything spawn? Yep. 2 waves here. We're gonna pay a little bit of attention. If he gets too low, just send him out of the room. If you have a fast hero, you can actually kite them. You can send them here, over here. Stuff like that, and the monsters will follow him and your towers can attack them. You can kite pretty well. So we can power another room. I'm gonna power this room. Let's start to get a little dicey here with the amount of unpowered rooms we have. Ooh, there's another door. We found some more signs. Did any waves come? No waves. Alright. We have to continue exploring. We have enough to level him. Well, there's only one thing we can do is explore more. So this is a really bad dungeon. I mean, the exit is gonna be closer the exit is to your crystal, the better. With 2 waves incoming. One thing is good is this wave will be dead before this wave can attack us. He's actually really low. Send him out here. Good thing we have some prison prods here. Alright. Still haven't found the exit. Again, really, I think we need to build at least 2 here. Oh my god. Is that the exit, please? This is like the largest level 1 dungeon I've ever seen. Oh, you have a lot of stuff here. Should start thinking about building a little bit more defense here. Okay, so you did see that normally those are built right away, but because there were monsters out there, it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of time. Whew, it's gonna be hard to get into the exit, being that far away. There's another door even, wow. At least this is self-powered. Okay, so sometimes you find rooms that are self-powered, which means we don't have to use our own dust. And also they don't need a connection. So normally all these need a connection to, you know, I cannot power this room because I'm not connected there yet. Ah. Alright. So the next thing, well, I guess we just have to go on. Try to find that exit. Alright, we found the exit finally. Wow. This is gonna be a long run. This is gonna be tough. Gonna have to build some defenses in here. No way around it. Remember, I'm playing on easy, which means not easy at all. It means super hard. So there's an argument to be made not opening this door, but I'm gonna open it. I want the resources. Should be the last door. Yep. See how many monsters we spawned. 1 wave, 2, 3, 4. Alright. See if we can survive this. I think we should be fine. Alright, we're fine. Alright, now the hard part. Now we have to get the crystal to the exit. Now the thing is, monsters will spawn everywhere where there's no power. So you wanna spawn, you wanna have a powered way to the exit. We can't actually reach the exit, so stuff could spawn in here, which concerns me. I think I'm gonna build 1 prison. We have a lot of industry, I'm gonna build 2 here. And then I'm gonna risk it. He's gonna be my carry guy. So, what you're gonna do is, once you think you set it up, you're gonna pick up the crystal, run to the exit, and hope you survive. Everywhere where there's nothing, stuff can spawn. He's gonna protect this killing zone, and then he's gonna move over to this one. Maybe you don't need to power the exit room. That would be nice. So the longer you take, the stronger the monsters will be, and the more will spawn as well. So he is almost there. I think we made it fast. That's fine. Maybe I overreacted and built too many defenses, but I lost too often. Even level 1 you can lose. Okay. So once the crystal is here, you can exit. You want to make sure that all your heals are in the exit room. If they're not in the exit room, they will die. And then we're gonna go ahead and exit. And we made it to floor 2. Whew. Well, this game can be really tough, and it can take a lot of time because you have a lot to think about. Anyway, I'm gonna put in a cut here, and then we're gonna make it to floor 2. Well, I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.